All right, tubers, good Monday morning to you. Matt M. Roy back once again. Going to check the weather outside. I will tell you, it is very cold right now. It's 35 degrees. You can see that I got a lot of breath happening right now. You can see the condensation. But I will also tell you, we came through this storm unscathed. We had no snow, no rain, no sleet, nothing like that. We were very blessed. All we actually had was cold rain. Now, unfortunately, that had some other side effects. Mom and I are really sore, namely her right knee and my back. But other than that, we are good to go. I'll tell you, I was watching TV this morning, and this really got my dander up. I'm watching the Bowflex commercials because right after the New Year's Day, inevitably you're going to get all these exercise, elliptical treadmill commercials because people are vowing to lose weight. So I'm watching these commercials and something comes to my mind. I'm like, you know what's odd about this? The people that they get in these commercials are thin as can be, almost to the point of being anorexic. Why in the world can't they get people that actually look like they need to lose weight? Now, I will have to give kudos to the Bowflex commercial I saw because towards the end of it, they did show one woman that was full-figured. And I'm not talking about fat or obese, just a larger size woman. And I'm like, okay, so they kind of redeemed themselves there. But that really bothers me. If you're trying to sell this product to the general public that's trying to lose weight and get in shape, why are you only showing supermodel thin people on there? Yeah, these models, that's generally what they have. And yeah, a lot of the thinner people like to see them, but you're trying to reach the broader audience, middle America. Do you guys know that the average pant size for the adult American male is 39? That's the waist. Now, I'm a 38, so I'm actually thinner than the average American male is now. And I'm not thin by any means. I still have about 20 more pounds to lose. That just really irritates me. I'm looking at this stuff and I'm like, why in the world don't they think that middle America might want to see some bigger size people in these commercials? Let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. Well, I'm going to go inside because I am absolutely freezing right now. May come out later and do a couple of cold starts. Overnight, it dipped down to the 20s, so the engine blocks in the cars should be about 25, maybe 28 degrees, so it'll be interesting to see how they start. I have every confidence in the Buick. Not so sure about the van because the van hasn't been started in like a week or two, but we'll see what happens. Let me go inside, grab a jacket, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers, got the keys. Let's go ahead and do some cold starts here. I'm going to start with the Buick LeSabre. Hopefully she starts. Let's see if we got power. Yes, we do indeed have power. Now, again, I was just running this one yesterday, so I have every confidence that she'll start. Just dropped my keys for the van, but that's okay. Go ahead and give her a try. Turn that off. All right, tubers, you ready? Well, she started. Maybe wasn't too happy about it, but she did start. Nice and cold. Woo! 136,748 miles, and this car is just been die-hard reliable. I've had this for about a month now. Engine runs great. Horn works. Pretty much everything in this works, even the windows. All right, you guys can definitely rely on your Buick. All right, here's the van. Yep, definitely getting power. Oh my goodness, and I didn't even bother putting a coat on, guys. See, what do we have on here mileage-wise? We have 114,678 miles. And we'll see if she starts. Oh yeah, no problem. Though, the only thing I ever have to complain... Sorry about that. Always forget to turn the radio off. The only thing I have to complain about this is you do get that kind of high-end, or I say low-end ticking when it first starts. These Chrysler V6s are famous for that, but usually goes away within a couple of minutes. See how my tires are doing here. You can see the reason I like driving the LeSabre is I get, on average, about 23 miles a gallon with the LeSabre, where on this I only get about 19 if I'm lucky. Tire pressures look good. Looks like my front passenger tire is a little low. I'm going to have to go ahead and air that up. And that's typical this time of year. When it's cold outside, your tires usually go down more pressure-wise. System warning, that's just because I have the door open. But yep, you can also rely on your Chrysler Town & Country. The battery in this is still fairly new. I believe it's from like 2016, so probably have a couple more years on it, though nowadays the lead-acid car batteries are not lasting as long as they used to. But tubers, I'm going inside. I am absolutely freezing. It's getting towards lunchtime, so I hope you guys enjoyed these cold starts. We'll see what the rest day brings, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. Oh, all right, tubers, just finished a great lunch. Had a ham and cheese sandwich made with the leftover baked ham that we had from about a week ago. Still good. And the 15-bean soup, which was absolutely delicious. So you can imagine I'm going to be dealing with some gas issues later. Let me take another sip of coffee. Been kind of a lazy morning this morning. I've been getting my steps in. I'm almost at 10,000. I know I haven't been posting a lot of my steps lately, and I just kind of stopped doing it mainly because I forget, honestly. But I think I'm going to try to start doing it. I'm going to post my daily steps on Facebook and maybe even Twitter. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see what happens and if this brain reminds me to do it. Got a few things I want to do on the computer, but again, I don't have a heck of a lot to do today, mainly because it's Monday. Normally, I'd be going around to the thrift stores. Yes, I know Paul Kane, John Doe, a few of you guys have been asking me to go to the thrift stores, and I will be doing that again. It's just, on Mondays, there really isn't anything at the thrift stores, so you got to stay tuned to the vlogs if you want to see more thrift store hauls. I got some cleaning up to do. I'm going to go ahead and pause the vlog. Maybe repost some older videos, ones that you guys haven't seen. I know I've been doing that every day, and people are telling me they like that. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers, still in my room. It's about 12:30. I had a lot of questions from you guys recently about the toiletries and the medicines that are good to buy specifically at Dollar Tree and the things to kind of avoid. And I figured this was a good time because I was just there yesterday and I picked up some hydrocortisone cream, mainly for my dry skin. I get very dry skin on my hands during the wintertime. And I must say, Dollar Tree's hydrocortisone cream works every bit as good as Cord-Aid or any of the other major brands. And it is the Natureplex hydrocortisone cream. Comes in this 1 ounce bottle. Doesn't seem like a lot, but the 1 ounces that are in there go a long way. They're good for eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis, insect bites, poison ivy, stuff like that. Not only does it moisturize the skin, but it actually gives you relief from that really itchy, dry skin that so many of us seem to suffer from this time of year. But being that I'm of Nordic descent, specifically Norwegian, we have very fair skin, and we also have a lot of skin problems. Put it this way, the sun is definitely not my friend most days. It says 1% hydrocortisone, which is not a lot, but it's one of the legal amounts. I don't know off the top of my head, but I think anything under 4% you can get without a prescription. I do have some prescription strength hydrocortisone cream that I got when I had that rash on my chest. And that is, let me read it here. That's 15%. So you can see that's a lot stronger, but that's also got some steroids in it to help your skin. But if you're just suffering a little bit with dry skin, then this is perfectly fine. I've also used their A&D cream, which is another moisturizing cream. Their athlete's foot cream tends to be very good, but I usually don't use that for athlete's foot. Believe it or not, I use that to kind of dry the skin up. So I'll use that first. It dries out the damaged skin, and then I use the hydrocortisone cream to moisturize it, and that actually gives me the best results. Things to stay away from. I've noticed that a lot of their toothpastes are not that great, specifically like the smaller size bottles of Crest and Colgate. Not that they're not good toothpaste, but it's not a good value because you can actually find the larger tubes in the drugstores on sale sometimes for 79, 89 cents. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you just got to be really smart about what you get at Dollar Tree. Do your research. Most of their cosmetics, toiletries, and their medicines like this are actually pretty good quality, but you want to make sure the stuff is not made in China. That is the key, because they don't have the same kind of standards that we do. At the end of the day, you don't want to be putting garbage into your body. All right, tubers, I'm going to go ahead and pause the vlog. We'll see what the rest day brings, and I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. All right, tubers, so I just came in here, and look at this. The two lazy kitties. Hi, Baxter. You're being very cute. You know you are. And look at Milo. Oh, my goodness. Look at you, buddy. What are you doing? Just being too cute for school. I rarely ever see you on your back with those two little bunny-looking rear paws in the air. You're really cute, don't you? Really think you're so cute, don't you? Well, you know what, Milo? You are. They were kind of running around earlier, so I'm not surprised they're tired out at this point. They both still smell really good since they had their baths, and I gave them their spray. Definitely helped their skin, too. I don't notice them shedding as much, and they don't really have dandruff anymore either like they did. Yeah, you get some sleep, big boy. Let's check out Baxty. Oh, you're going to ham it up for the camera too, aren't you, bud? Oh, wow. Look at all the orange. It really comes out in here. He has got a lot of orange on his belly. Yes, you do, Bax. You going to purr? No. He sees the phone and he's not amused, are you, buddy? All right, Baxter, we'll let you sleep. But there you go, tubers. You got your dose of Milo and Baxter for the day. Talk to you guys in a little bit. All right, tubers. It's about 1 o'clock right now. Checking out the backyard. We do have some flooding still here. Not much I can do about it. Neighbors' dogs are barking away, but you can see the flooding right back there. Right there. We've had this ground graded so many times, but because we're so close to sea level here, flooding is always going to be a problem, especially when we have a large storm like we had the other day. But I'll digress. That's not what I want to talk about. I was reading an article, actually my mom read the article in the Washington Journal of Medicine, that stated that if you want to lose weight, you need to walk at least 12 to 13,000 steps a day. So you guys know I do about 20, which means I will consistently lose weight. But what you got to remember about that is as we get older, our metabolism tends to slow down naturally. So what you'll actually have to do to lose weight, you may have to step it up a little bit more. So they say, you know, walk 12 to 13,000 steps. Well, that might work until, say, you're 40. And then when you get over 40, your metabolism is going to slow down. You may need to add another 1,000 steps for every 10 years. So by the time you're 80, you really need to walk those 20,000 steps. However, unfortunately, most of us, by the time we're 80, can't really walk that much. So there's a little bit of a catch-22 there. But I wanted to bring this up because a lot of you have asked me, Matt, what do you really need to walk to be able to lose weight? Well, there you go. 12 to 13,000 steps on average. Again, just depending on your age. And you got to remember, some people have a naturally high metabolism. I unfortunately do not. Most of my family does, at least on my mom's side. They can't gain weight to save their lives. Now, with me, it's the opposite. I have a very hard time losing weight. As a matter of fact, I've plateaued at 235 now. I think it's been about a month or so, so we'll have to see what happens. But I'm not going to get discouraged because the last time that happened was around 250 pounds, and then I just started shooting down again. So I want to make sure you guys don't get discouraged. If you're losing weight and all of a sudden you plateau at a certain number, Just keep pushing through. The results will pay off in the end. Well, I'm going to go back inside because it's still only about 38 degrees. I have no coat on. I'm starting to freeze my buns off. And I'll talk to you guys on the flip side. Alright, tubers, back outside. I meant to show you this before. Just to let you know how much rain we've got. And take a look at Mom's little planter here. Look at all the water in that. I'm going to use my foot here. Try to empty it out a little bit. Wow. That's what happens. That's okay. Need to get all the water out anyway. But over the past couple of days, we've gotten at least 3 to 4 inches of rain, depending on which news network you listen to. But man, look at all that water runoff. The ground is starting to slowly seep it through, though in the backyard, like you saw before, we're still having some puddle issues. And check this out, everybody. Mom's knockout roses are still in bloom. They're just starting to die off right now, but there are a few out there, over there. Like this one is still in pretty good shape. This one looks like it might just starting to be able to come out. And look at the ones back there too. Really, really awesome. Alright, tubers, I'm going to end the vlog here for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Please continue to like and subscribe. Should have more cold starts coming in the very near future. Hopefully it'll get even colder. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.